Size is a little bit bigger with Team of Battlecry. We're 47 and 20 though with Surprise Kona. Also, we lost a few of the last matches yesterday to lose some ranking, which was unfortunate because we were playing like in the 20 to 30 for like then 2 streams for like 16 hours straight. Yeah, we're doing well against the Medics. What was I saying? I wonder if 3 Vestige makes sense now that we're on 4 Esper Origins. Yeah, that is a good point. We don't have to play 4. I just don't know what the one card would be. Like, is it maybe just Insight? Or, like, it has to be something that works with Kona, Surprise, or finds a Seriema, or gets something to the graveyard. But I don't want to be a graveyard deck. And this doesn't get us the enchantments. Or, sorry, it doesn't get us the artifacts. Another wagon. It could be another wagon instead of the Vestige. But I kind of like playing 3 wagon because we're like, you don't want to draw multiple, like especially you don't want your first 2 turns to be wagons. You like much rather have 1 wagon, 1 Vestige. I think it's fine to keep the Vestige. It's also a creature you can get with Smuggler Surprise later on. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm definitely attacking with my flyers there, with both of them, as soon as they come in. I mean, we do keep this hand. Santa's Seriema, so one white source gets us Kona Bahamut on turn 4. Or we'll draw 3rd Seriema. Mostly play the higher power formats, but standard creep has made me interested in it. Oh my god. What is this today? Ah! What is it? Have I considered Rip Spawn Hunter? Yeah, I think Wylie is better. Just a little bit cheaper. You're already kind of locked on 4. It's not a bad card. Dude, like, we literally just drawn all double white cards. To discard here. Okay. I had one Rip Spawn Hunter at some point, yeah. It doesn't... It's not that it didn't work, it's just that this deck, like, we don't even have a Biza right now. I don't think there's room for it. Biza is a good card you can tutor with Seriema, like... It's not really about that. Like, these draws are putting me on Omega tilts, I'm sorry guys, but what is going on? The way you move. Still might win this game, but like, what is going on? I want you to say. Rankar, I don't think that there's a lot of space for you to have tutorable targets that cost 4 mana, because you're almost always either getting Kona or a fatty to Smuggler Surprise or to Kona into play. So for a turn for like Biza or Rip Spawn Hunter to be better instead of Kona it's super rare. And at least Wylie is a 3-drop, so you can play it on turn 3, which can be a lot more useful. Maybe I should switch it up for an hour or so, just for because of bad Buju. I'll just grab a Ghalta. Smuggler surprise here. Or maybe it's Ureni. Opponent's playing green-black. Bahamut Ureni is probably good enough, but also Ghalta is pretty sick. Yeah, whatever. Probably fine. Shahar, I know Team Battlecry is up there in terms of power, but how much further down is this deck? I think it's pretty close. Team Battlecry. This deck, let's say, I think this deck is a tier above the Unidex. Because your combo is not like a one-turn kill, which does hurt you against other one-turn kill combos like Team Battlecry, but what you do is super powerful, and you're able to do it quite consistently, like very consistently on turn 4. Probably the most consistent deck when it comes to this, because you don't need to get cards in the graveyard. You just need Seriema or Kona in Adagia, and that's enough. You don't even need Adagia or if you have Seriema. So, and this deck is also more resilient. Yes, this deck is a lot more resilient against like removal. Sound comes down. And Smuggler surprise is like just, I mean, look at this Smuggler surprise. We just did nothing but complain, and then we're gonna Smuggler surprise and win. That's basically the gist of it. Nothing but complain, and then oops, we win. My kind of jam, yeah. I mean, we had legitimate reasons to complain. Like, the entire 4-5 turns were just terrible. Smuggler surprise, couldn't find an untapped white. I mean, Seriema at that point, like, Kona didn't even matter. The opponent has removal. But one thing I like about this deck is cheap removal is good against your Kona plan, but it's terrible against like this plan, and which means that they basically can't afford to just leave up 2 removal spell unless they have the perfect draw and like the perfect curve. You need to have enough of a clock against me and also leave up removal. It's just not easy to do. Look, our opponent didn't even do it. They're not even attacking. Which means if I wanted to, I could just not play Smuggler Surprise, and I can play Split Up and Wagon and just wait a turn. I'm not under any real pressure. Is that better? Or Surprise for Ghalta, Bahamut, Overlord is probably just game regardless. Yeah, it's probably just game regardless. I can also just split up afterwards. Yeah, because we can just Seriema, whatever, attack, split up. Yeah, they could have made deck hate, that's true. It's possible. Probably a shoot the sheriff here. Has to be before we untap. Bahamut is basically a split up. I mean, we can do some really broken things here, or just try to win. I don't even know what is the best play. Honestly, it's probably just tap this thing to station. vez, otra vez. Otra vez, otra vez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could have done a bunch of stuff. We could have even just attacked with Ghalta, obviously. Then I don't get to Overlord. And I think a second Overlord means that we don't have to play like Wagon Seriema is a bit weak here. This seems fine. Last time, yesterday or 2 days ago, we got by a forest swamp starting town Mosswood Dread Knight, and our opponent had. Are we dead? Did we die? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. No, we didn't die, but no, we did die. Okay. Trample. I'm gonna lose it. Since when does green-black play Gold Vein Hydra? Well, I could have obviously not done any, like, we could have just kept an Overlord untapped. We could have, yeah, I mean, it felt really safe and kills them next turn. But I guess, yeah, maybe they're John. They could be. Only play green-black cards. They could be John. Well, seems like I'm just in that zone. It just doesn't matter what I do. We're getting punished by cards that don't exist. Alright. I'm going to focus up. Smuggle the win with a haste surprise. Yeah. Definitely got stolen there. Alright. What do we even want? Do you want anything? Might be playing NX. Scrap Shooter. So many sets out. Cards do exist. I know. You got oops, I win. Yeah. I mean, that's on me. I made the plays. I don't even know if I want to sideboard anything here. Everything looks good. Maybe Starfall Invocation, but I just don't even know exactly what they're doing. Get Lost is okay, but it doesn't seem necessary. Split Up. I can trim like one Split Up for one Get Lost maybe, because there is the Hydra, I guess. Until I know more, I'm just gonna do very little. Our deck is not supposed to interact that much anyways, right? We just Kona surprise win. Sheesh. Were the elves cut for Esper Origins? Yeah, they were. But you can play the elves version instead. Both are fine. You get a little bit higher card quality. Also, elf just doesn't seem that good in this deck because oftentimes you play it on turn 1, you can only wagon with it unless you have starting town in plains, or Hushwood Verge in plains, and then it can do Seriema turn 2. So it's just the value from elf. You just don't use it that often. Fortunately, I think we keep Kona and get rid of the land. We already have one planet land. Valgavoth lifelink is underrated in this deck. Getting back 9 life is huge when you're so often getting beat down. Yeah, look, that game I grabbed Ghalta, right? I could have just grabbed Valgavoth with Seriema. Or is that not the same game?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone.
Shush, 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 shush. Shush you, shush. Right. Should have grabbed Ghalta, I guess, but Or not Ghalta. But it looked pretty good to grab Ghalta when we already had Bahamut and Overlord. Look, it doesn't even matter. Like, we were just... We could have played... If we played around a Hydra, we easily could by just not tapping Seriema, keeping a 6/6. There's a lot we could have done. We could have just not made a 12... Tap our 12/12. Okay. Well, we get a free Kona Vestige. Is that good enough? I'm not sure it is, but it probably is good enough. Yeah, let's just do it. They're a green-black deck, right? What can they do? Seems good. Sure. I guess the sea chip got the boot when the elves left. The sea chip actually got the boot even before that. It just seems too redundant because Seriema grabs Kona. You already have basically 8 Konas and 4 Smuggler surprise. It's a bit too redundant. Okay. I've got the rain down in Africa. I got the rain down in I'll get rid of that. We're getting Overlord into play. Why did this tap, you ask me? Because we're bad. We could have gone a wagon here or another Esper Origins, but we let auto tap get us. Still gonna win, but it is wrong because we would have had 4 mana here, 5 mana, can play another Esper Origins. So we should be aware of that. Aware that it's a mistake that we got auto tapped. I usually do pay attention to this auto tap with the Evendo, but what made you cut elves? Feel like elves on turn 1 for an earlier Kona was pretty good with this deck. Mostly it was a suggestion that I wanted to try. And elves, we were taking out elves almost every game. And like for Starcage, or we're bringing in Wraths. And if I play Esper Origins, I can actually still play Split Up in the main. And Split Up is a really good card against like Nemesis. So that basically is what it is what it was. Hey, Forest Counters, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Feel like if you play a lot of planets, elves lost some value. Yeah, I mean, just in general, I felt like elves lost quite a bit of value in this deck. Like, you just don't have... Alright, there you go. There you go. Opponent gonna have Deadly Cover Up. I mean, I know they are. I know they are. I'm just gonna play in a way that beats it a little bit, but I should have drawn that after, but it doesn't matter too much here. think we just say go. I mean, I guess we could tap. I'm not going to attack, so. Yeah, we won't attack. We'll just get back get Tyrant in play. Like I said, I wanted to. We missed on this. It's a little silly, but. Okay. Why split up over other sweepers, by the way? Like Day of Judgment. So split up can work out pretty well when you have the planets. It's also 3 mana. But yeah, basically because of the planets and the wagons and stuff, it makes a little bit more sense. And the Starfall Invocation is 5 mana, so split up is 3. Split up is a lot better against against red, because against specifically Screaming Nemesis. And we just have way too many 4s. Like you have Kona, you have Esper Origins, you have Overlord, you have Vestige. It's just way too much 4s. We also have a lot of 3s, but why no attack with the flyers? I could have attacked the flyers. There's no reason really not to attack with flyers. No specific reason. We're just gonna overrun here. But yeah, I should have, I guess, tapped like one of these 4/4s and attack with the flyers. Would have been fine. But I mean, opponent is just so dead here, it's not that relevant. Yep. In general, I missed that game up with the Evendo. We would have had an Esper Origins in play a turn faster. And double overrun this turn. Ouroboros, the card itself, seems the very first antagonist to Vivi. Am I wrong? I don't think so. It actually does seem really good. What about this? This green-black, just garbage. Go garbage. Get Lost is fine. Honestly, everything seems okay too. All these cards are good. They could just keep. Like, I could bring in Starfall and Split Up. I just don't think we need to. They don't have that much interaction with us. And it's hard for them to have a good, like, they don't have counters. If it's just removal, we're probably fine. Our Overlord was better than theirs by a little bit, yeah. Now we're going down, down, down like that, baby. Down like that. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep this. We have Wylie. We have our colors. And Planet Stations with Wylie can get us back. Overlord. Yeah, sure. I mean, going turn 3 Wylie and drawing a card into Overlord is really good. Also, this is very good against Duress. No Glissa and Shelly weakens Golgari a lot. Yeah, it does, for sure. Yeah, Shelly and Glissa being replaced by Ouroboros is probably not it, but maybe. Maybe it's it. Alright, we definitely want to Kona this game. Kona Surprise looks like is, oh shit. Might just be dead. This is going away though, at least. Alright, there's Kona. Whew. Saved by Kona. There's that 4/4 lifelink. That is good, true. Ouroboros on turn 3. It is a problem. But it's a problem we can deal with if they tap out here. We've got Ghalta, Valg, Overlord. Probably enough. Miss. And now you're aware. And they let it happen. So, oh boy. Oh boy. No trample. Surprised you drew a card instead of chumping? Oh, I'm always drawing a card. Always. It's definitely better. We're not dead to Hydra this time. We have a bunch of stuff. Oh, actually we are dead to Hydra because Hydra has trample. You're right. We are dead to Hydra. Well, let's hope they don't have Hydra. They miss lethal. Yeah, we wanted to find a Tyrant there, by the way. That's why I was drawing off Wylie. If we had found a Tyrant, it would have been really good. We did not. How do they miss lethal? If this triggers first, pumps this, then this triggers. 17. Yeah, 2 Orboroids is a problem. That's trample creature. Holy shit. Did they kill themselves? There's no lifelink. I guess these two block. We have to block with probably Ghalta. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter if I block with Ghalta or Overlord, right? Because this is blocking one thing. So they're taking 17, which is not lethal. Also, it is better to keep the Overlord for Adagia. Oh boy. Is there any way to kill anything with a bunch of blocks? No. Just 33 damage is crazy. Nope. Okay. Good old chump block with Ghalta. Has anyone tried roaming throne with Orboroid? I don't think so. Holy. I have to tap Wylie to draw a card. Seems like it's the best play. If we don't tap Wylie, need to find a removal of some kind. Just him, I guess. Does it even matter? Smuggler into Bahamut, basically, yeah. Trying to figure out if I should get the Vestige first. No, I don't think so. Tag with Overlord for Chumpers? I don't think that's actually better. I want to do this so I can get all our mana. So if we draw Tyrant, we could still find something. I need to station. You know me going crazy, up and me up and me up. Doesn't cost, that's all our mana anyways, so yeah. Kona, Bahamut, Seriema, okay. gives us 3 blockers. Four blockers. Alright. We got a turn. I would have thought we needed to swing with Overlord there unless we just dead anyways from the trample, it looks like. Well, no, because we needed to do as much mana from Adagia, from the Evendo, right? I think that's what it comes down to. We needed to have more mana. I guess I could have attacked with Overlord to make a little bit more mana. That's actually maybe better. But then we have to tap the flyers. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty close because if we don't attack with the Overlord, the next turn we have Adagia to trigger. Make more chump blockers. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la. La 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 la. Just a couple of 130s, yeah. It's pretty dumb. Overlord gets out of hand pretty quickly. Look, if the person who created Vivi also created Overlord, they would have given it trample, I'm just saying. Or lifelink or something. Overlord does give us more mana, yeah, it's true. But losing the Overlord just to make 1/2/1, is that better? The option would just been to it like, if I was gonna do that, then maybe it's better to just attack with everything. But it only puts them at 2, so. Oh, we can chump a bunch. Also, Adagia can now make Bahamut or Overlord. How big does the Overlord have to get for the game to crash? Also, we're winning this game. I will say Hydra is a really good card with this Ouroboros. It actually is really good. The Golden Hydra is like a really. I think Ouroboros would have been a sweet card if it had Defender. And its job was to just pump everything else. But they push cards for 4 mana way too much. Defender and Hexproof? No, just Defender. Exactly what it is with Defender. And it would still be good, it would still see play. It would just force people to play a little bit more creatures, or like, you know, maybe throw it into tokens, which is what it's supposed to do. I can't keep this. Need lands. I worry all the time. Okay. Best example why Inquisitor isn't that good. I mean, it's still a 2/1 for 1 with an ability that could be good. Like, imagine if I had 2 untapped lands, one, or I guess I wouldn't matter. If I had 1 untapped land and an elf, imagine. Draws a card, okay. Okay. We are surviving. It's probably just Seriema here. Seriema grab Kona instead of Wagon, because would like Kona here, and if we miss for a land, we can play Split Up. This has Vigilance? No. No, this has Vigilance. Okay. In your last stream, you said someone stole your Yu-Gi-Oh deck and cheated you out of a Yu-Gi-Oh experience. Is that your origin story about why you like cheating big stuff out of early in MTG, or cheated some, now you'll be cheated others? What? How'd I cheat others? Zach Fair, we're at 7. Split up for killing some stuff, and they save this, and we die. Man. Wanted to land here. I mean, it's gotta be... untapped. Oh, you're saying as I cheat in stuff with Kona? Oh, it's all good. It's okay. I just misunderstood. Yeah, we have to do untapped. But then we still die to a land or an angel, so... that's a land. And an angel. Missed land there. Would have been a nice Kona turn. Top tier troll match. No, I just didn't get it. You're fine, you're fine. Don't worry. Alright, let's just bring in some removal and we'll be okay. It's probably not a bad matchup at all. Mono white doesn't have a ton of interaction. Just need a functional draw. It has not worked out for us to keep a 2-lander though, I will say. Even though we drew there. 3rd land. Wonder if there's a way to add more consistency over something like Vestige. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. Hold on one sec. Do I need a land that is untapped? I might. Next turn, then next turn. I guess I do. You may just be a Vestigator. Yeah, you sound like one. You definitely sound like a Vestigator. The options we could play would be Commune with Beavers, Dredge's Insight, or Cash Grab, but those require graveyard stuff and I don't love that. Alright, what's the best card to gab against mono white? Just Ureni, right? I feel like Ureni's pretty good. Could be Valgi also. I know you said Temur Battlecry is a bad matchup for this deck. Any other decks you could consider bad matchup for this? That's the one deck that seems like actively bad. I would say Vivi Cauldron and like Dimir aggro are like close 50-50s. Very, very play draw dependent. But yeah, I think Temur Battlecryer is like there's just not much you can do. Okay. Opponent might have the Aven. Don't really need to play it yet. I could just play Wagon here. Yeah, the Flashbird. Yep. But if they only have one, then they just can't. They have to hold for Kona, right? And then now we can sit and just develop our board while they do nothing. It's not a winning game plan. It's just not. Like if they say go here again, seems loose. Okay. So now I can play Kona and protect it. Dimir with Tishana is a problem for this deck. Yeah, Tishana is really good against us because you can't protect. Tishana is a problem. I agree. But the rest of the deck, like Curiosity, could be a problem too. The rest of the deck, you're kind of fine. And you could try to force Tishana's Tidebinder, like you just play other stuff, right? Like I just did basically here. I just played Wagon. Are they not gonna play Tishana? Okay, if they are, the next turn I Kona. Like they need to have a lot of threats. Yeah. Ureni too good. Also, we would make it. I was gonna use Seriema there to make it indestructible. Alright, probably just fine. I don't think I want like 1-for-1 removal spells. Rather have Starcage split up Invocation. Fine with it. I've had the Deep Cavern Bat steal my Kona and couldn't remove it. Yeah, the bat can be problematic too. But it's just a 1-for-1, and your deck has a bunch of 2-for-1s. You can Smuggler Surprise in. You have 8 Konas in the deck, basically. You don't have to kill the bat. Yeah, I think I keep this. There's a lot of early drops. Sure. In the crossfire. Do I want to get greedy in Esper Origins or Evendo? I think it's just Evendo. It's too punishing if we miss. And we've got like a plethora of good 3-drops to play here. One probably just going to be Wagon, but this has no vigilance, this has no vigilance, so split up will kill next turn. Dumb question. Well, I'd love to start with that one. Alright. Do you have a deck idea that is good against both Dimir and Vivi? I don't think there's anything that's that good against Vivi Cauldron. It's a problem. Devastating Onslaught with Magmatic Hellkite, but keep in mind no one will like you after this move. I don't think that would be good against Vivi or Blue White though. I mean, it seems cute, but yeah, Battlecry would be okay. Like, Battlecry is okay against both, but it's not, like, game over. Alright, what am I doing? We're doing another Kona. I could just play Kona here. I mean, we're gonna attack. Or, yeah, we have to. And then I just play Starcage and kill this. That seems okay. Sure, why not? Is this list on your YouTube viable for best of one? Yeah, definitely. It's a great best of one deck. You hate sideboarding anyways. Alright, Starcage. It actually was tested for best of one. We qualified to one of the qualifier weekends with it. Best of one. changed like nothing. Also, I think last month we made we had a pretty bad record at the end, but we made like we played some best of 1 with the deck in the stream to finish the month. Top 1100. I'm just making you spend wildcards. Well, I'm not telling you to craft the deck. I'm saying play it if you have the cards. Crafting is a bit more complicated. I don't know. It really depends on your situation. On your sitch. What am I doing here? Is this just Kona? Man. I mean, we're not gonna die if I just play Esper Origins twice and attack, right? Seems like the best play. Best decision you've made is crafting Teamer Surprise. That's a lot of fun. Alright, that's good, that's good. I'll take this one. We've got something for next turn. Yeah, so I mean we're at 13. We're fine. Yeah. Wagon hits so hard. How can we deal with Is It Cauldron with that deck? Any tips for it? With Teamer Battlecrier? I would probably stack up on 4 braids. I think that's the best way to deal with it. Because you don't want to have too much interaction. Like after, it's like, what am I doing here? I'm just choosing one of these. You don't want to have too much interaction. Because then you fall too far behind. One second, what am I doing? Alright, let's figure it out. Split up for untapped. But after we have Valgi. That doesn't quite work. I'm gonna play Kona. Kona is gonna get us Valgi. So maybe we just do untapped and lose Kona. Not terrible. Didn't have to attack with the summon, but lethal, split up on tap plus land plus K Kona crew attack. Oh, did I have lethal? Oh shit. I suck. Wasn't paying attention at all. That's kind of funny. But it seems like you're right? I just play Kona. No, how did I have lethal, actually? Because split up needs to be on 2 untapped lands. So if I... Summer Esper Origins would have died. I didn't have lethal. Unless they were at 10. Oh, Wagon would have been lethal. Yeah, I just needed Wagon to hit. Yeah, if Wagon is lethal, then yeah. That's the thing I missed. I just missed that Wagon is lethal on its own. Okay. My fault. Creature control. Alright, what are we doing now, though? Just doing it on tapped creatures, I think. Kamikaze airplanes in the sky. I feel like 2 blockers is enough. I could also go to 1. I think it's fine to just make blockers here. Okay, keep that. Make a blocker that blocks. It's time to sink or swim. Yeah. Alright. I missed Wagon is lethal there. That's on me. I should pay attention to that more. I've kind of been reading the chat a bit too much. Immensely they'll split up Kona lethal with Wagon. Yeah. Chat's fault? No, it's not chat's fault. It's my fault for paying attention too much to the chat and not the game. Like the attack with the Esper Origins also wasn't very good, right? Because it's just the Wagon should be attacking there. If I'm gonna split up anyways, on tapped. This time I'm waiting for it. Why am I afraid? Airplane in the sky. And you didn't know. Evermore, kamikaze airplanes in the sky. I need to know. Forevermore. Oh, what? Bro, why is this so hard to make? I wanted this not to die to double block. And yeah, I should have tapped this one instead, of course. Oh boy, I'm playing this awkwardly. We couldn't cast Ureni. But yes, Ureni would have been lethal if we could cast it. Because this is on Avatar. No, Cavern's on Dragon. Played it earlier on Avatar. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. You gain life, put a counter on this creature. We kind of can't. Mix stations. Leave around. Okay. Ureni is not an avatar, it's a spirit dragon. The avatar is Absolute Virtue. That one is an avatar. Alright, we're catching back up. We're starting to win a bit more. Also, not playing super tight. Let's try to tighten up a little. Kind of can't gain life while having Valgavoth on the field. Why can't you gain life? Because Shiko's spirit. Shiko is also a spirit dragon. So you're saying that's why Ureni is a spirit? I guess I don't get it. Couldn't tell you, but I don't read the lore. So, an avatar is just a projection of a greater force, so their real body is somewhere else, and they just show a part of themselves. But isn't that kind of the same as spirit? I guess Spirit is not really a projection, but there's a cycle of 5 Spirit Dragons in Tarkir. Ah. Okay, fair. Spirit Dragons because of Tarkir Spirit Dragon Awakening to fend off the Dragon Lords. Well, thank you. Perfect. This is when you said we kind of can't gain life when you killed your opponent's angel. You had Valgavoth on the field. Oh, but we already attacked. Yeah. No, I meant... Sure. I meant like that turn. Like, if we play the angels, we can't gain life that turn. And they needed to kill... Like, we needed to kill the angels first, so we couldn't do it pre-combat. It's all good. Double Kona. We off-teamer now? We're not off-teamer. We're currently playing Kona, though. We're not off-teamer. I think double Kona is actually fine here. Oh, maybe it's not. Because I don't have a way to tap. Okay, never mind. No, it's wrong. Yeah, if we had a planet station, it would be okay. Because we have Cavern on it. But we need a way to tap it. Discard Into the Flood. Well, our hand is not quite improving. There's a Marty one, a white, black, green, the third one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, so. Not saying Sin shouldn't be an avatar due to FF lore, just saying it randomly is an avatar for Caverns of decks. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It is super random, and it works out very well if you're putting in with avatar decks, with like the green Overlord. Especially if you're splashing for it. Well, that would have been nice last turn. I guess it's still okay this turn. So it's better than Smuggler Surprise here, right? Yeah, it's better. Does this deck need Voice of Victory so they can't remove Kona in your turn? Voice of Victory would be a very good answer to specific cards like Tidebinder Mage and Into the Flood. We could try Voice of Victory. I would be down to try it, but it's not a legendary card, and it's also... I don't think it works super well with Smuggler Surprise. Alright, opponent is leaving this. We have no way to tap. I think we need the land. I mean, it's probably fine. I don't want to show Ghalta, but I'll take a tap land for a turn. Next turn we have 6 mana. We can do Kona Surprise or just Surprise, depending how they keep or what they do. Once they saw that Kona in the graveyard, they were like, yep, gotta leave mana open up for... Yep, agreed. That is their plan. Anywhere I will follow you. And that's why you play Esper Origins or Vestige. Like, you don't have to, right? Vivi attacked? What? That is wild. We have to kill something. I think it's not killing Vivi, but I feel like I just killed Tursa, maybe. They want it dead for Cauldron? Right. No, I get that, but attack last turn too. Oh, did it? He's a genius or a dumbass. That is what it's looking like. A genius or a dumbass moment. Whoa. Say something, I'm giving up on you. Can still find a tap land too for... There we go. There we go, Ureni, whiteboard. Leave you with Vivi. Don't want to kill your Vivi. Alright. That was something. Trimming Esper Origins. That was a sick turn, yeah. I mean, that's the power of Esper Origins too. It's a lot harder to kill Esper Origins than killing an elf on turn 1. And another thing I like is when you do Esper Origins and your opponent has to kill it, they have to have a removal for Esper Origins and a removal for like the following Kona. So it's pretty tough to do. Double Vacuum, Scrap Shoot, Starcage. Alright, this is tough. I think I just take them all out. I don't know if I want all these split ups, but it's kind of a lot of split ups. Can trim one of this because they have... Oh, maybe I don't want to trim that card. It's pretty damn good. Origins looking way better than Beavers? I think so, yeah. I don't even know if the vacuum is worth it. It might not be. Okay, it might be better for us to just do double Get Lost. It doesn't seem like it's worth it in this matchup. In which matchup do we not trim Vestige? In control matchups? But that doesn't mean that we want to take it out from the main. Because just because we have better options post board instead of Vestige, like we have like Silver Bullets or good sideboard cards, it doesn't mean that game 1 we should take out the Vestige, because, you know, those Silver Bullets or sideboard cards don't just go in instead in every matchup. And like I'm fine having Vestige in against everyone. Almost everyone. But I understand where your question is leading to. Why not just cut Vestige altogether? PowerNet. Trying to figure out how to take out Vestige out of my decks. Not gonna happen. If you can find a card that is better against everyone, but like, I don't think you can. Like, I can play Starcages instead, for example, but then you make your deck worse against a lot of other decks. We'll keep this. Yeah, Vestige puts in a ton of work against control decks. It's also just fine in matchups that are... In most matchups, it's a fine card. It's not like... It's not going to be your best card against you're playing against control, but... It just works in the, it just works with the deck. Works with your vehicles, with your space stations. Get some value. It's a card advantage card. I'd be foolish not to listen to your expertise, mostly just for improving my understanding. Yeah, that's fine. Totally fine to ask questions. I like answering them. I'm killing Proft, and I'm gonna hate myself for it, because killing Proft give our opponent 2 cards. Does that change by playing Kona instead? No. It's just a Proft kill. Feels so bad that they drew 2 cards off this, but 2-minute divination. And that wins the game. 2-mana divination win condition. Okay. Well, it doesn't do much now for the very moment. Okay, so our opponent is leaving up a Braid mana, basically, is what or Disdainful Stroke or something. So we can develop our board. I'm not going to play Kona here. We can just play Seriema. Probably should. I'm also using the Scrap Shooters in my Golgari, very good creature. Yeah, it's okay. It's a fine card. Here's the turn for Wylie. Thoughts on Wylie? Reason I play Wylie here is because we can play Wylie next turn. It's a card they also have to kill instead of Kona, and it draws us a card. Also, we can protect it with Surprise. If they're playing a slower game, we could just kind of Wylie and draw cards. I think our Tyrant and Overlord is Kona is good enough, Surprise is good enough. We don't need Valgavoth this game. We don't need it, but we'll take it. How come people are okay with Gift, but no one wanted to use Baleful Mastery because it drew opponent a card? Oh, I don't... Wait, with Gift? Baleful Mastery. I forget what that card is. Sorry, I forget what Baleful Mastery is. My bad. Yeah, I remember the gift card mechanic. I just don't remember what Baleful Mastery does at all. Baleful Mastery was... that would cost 1 black. But it's not legal anymore, I assume. But they drew a card. Okay. Well, I mean, Gift is an option, and this is still a 3-mana 4/4 with Reach, which is why it's good, right? Or it costs 3 black, or 3 and a black. Okay. Like, the reason Scrap Shooter is good is not because of the gift. It's because it's well costed permanent regardless. 4/4 reach for 3 mana is actually really strong on its own. Yep, discard the Vivi. And we're screwed. So it either cost 3 black or it was 1 black. They draw a card to exile creature. I didn't even know this card existed, so... But fair enough. Yeah, I really just didn't know. It may have been around when I didn't play Magic. But it doesn't sound like a terrible card. I mean, desperate 2-mana kill, and then yeah, seems fine. What was that? What is going on? No, that was definitely not infinite mana shenanigans. I don't know what just happened. They might have it next turn. Okay. What the hell was that? They just used their mana for Soulstone, I guess. Alright. Don't have the mana yet. I mean, they had nothing for this. I think I just play Kona and tap. Yeah. Leave up the Evendo, I guess. It's gotta be Valgi. Okay. They just... I don't know what that was. I really don't know what that was. I'll be honest. Felt like we were... fine? Why the...